Welcome to USMLE SARTI. We are committed to empowering IMGs. We're excited to guide you on your match journey. Don't forget to click subscribe and turn on notifications so you can get notified whenever we add new content. Also, follow us on Instagram and Twitter for the latest tips and tricks regarding everything USMLE. Now, let's dive into it.
Hey everyone, this is the rank order list time, and all of you who are going into the match this season must be busy in your rank order list. But my job here is today to break down some of those factors based on the most common questions you've been asking us. And I have those list of questions right here. So hopefully that'll help you determine your rank order list and make it wisely. Of course, if you are a Sarthi student, you do have access to our rank order list tool that should also give you much more insights based on the students who have matched before. All right. So before you get started, I think all of you must have done it, but I encourage you to understand the NRMP algorithm. And we have a lot of videos on this. We have blogs on this. So you can go to the YouTube playlist. And NRMP also has done a good job of it. So let's say there are two programs, A and B. You rank program A higher. Program B also ranks you higher. Let's say you will end up matching in program A if program A ranks you and if they have a spot. What does it mean? It means that the NRMP algorithm always favors the applicant. Remember this fact. NRMP algorithm favors the applicant. So you rank the way where you want to go and leave the rest to the program. So NRMP will favor you first. As long as the program ranks you, you are in good shoes. The other important thing you have to understand is the rank order list does not determine if you match. It just determines where you match. You will end up matching anyway if you rank a program and one of the program, let's say you have 10 programs on the list, one of those programs ranks you and if they have a spot. So rank order list does not determine if you match. Okay. So let's move and see what questions are the most common one. So the most common question I have here is, the program really told me that they love interviewing me, that I'll be a good fit, and I emailed them the letter of intent, and the PD was very excited. Post-interview communication went amazing. Should I rank them higher or no? So the answer is no. Post-interview communication does not mean anything from you to the program or from program to you. You rank the way where you want to go. So let me give you an example. Let's say you have a interview at Cleveland Clinic or Mayo Clinic or one of those top places. Even if they did not do post-interview communication with you, even if you thought the interview was all messed up, but you still want to go there, right? So if you want to go there, rank them higher. So in short, post-interview communication and your interview performance does not matter in your rank order list. You decide which one to go to and you decide which one to rank on the top. The second is the visa consideration. Another question that comes up, one program is offering H1B, other is offering J. Which one should I pick? So obviously there are pros and cons. You know that if you do J1 visa, you have to do waiver. I have not seen students go back to their home country. So no one goes back to home country. It just maybe shortens your time for green card. But for Indian applicants or some of those, it may not be that important. 2 years doesn't really make much of a difference. However, where it makes a difference is if you are interested in a fellowship. So take IM, for example. If you are interested in GI, HEMONC, cardiology, pulmonary critical care, these fellowships are very hard to find on H1B. So if that is your intent, these fellowships, probably J visa, otherwise H1B if you have not decided on fellowships. And then, of course, like I said, you may have other considerations, but visa is a most common question we get. The third question, and coming from one of our students, I'm getting a New York program versus, let's say, Arizona, Cottonwood, which is in my neighborhood. Obviously, New York program pays much higher, let's say about 74, 75,000. Program Cottonwood in Arizona may be paying you only 60,000, or let pick any other place, Flint, Michigan, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, lower salary. Does it really matter? The answer is no. Why? Because the more expensive the city, the more is the cost of living. So you have to factor in the cost of living. So the stipends are generally normalized by cost of living. So the stipend or the salary alone should not be the factor. Okay. Then, of course, the most common question, another one, university versus community program. I think the answer is straightforward. Most students will go for a university program versus a community program. However, there's also a rub in this. If you really, really want, a lot of students want to, just go into clinical practice, maybe start something on their own in 3 to 4 years, don't really want fellowship. If clinical practice is your thing, right? Clinically, you really want a lot of skills and experience. Maybe it's a community program for you. But of course, like I said, university program has all the advantages. They have the resources, you can do research, you will have mentors. So it depends. Mostly students will pick university over community, right? So the next question is, does toxicity of the program matter? So does program director matter? Does toxicity of the program matter? Work environment matter? And the answer is yes, absolutely, it does matter. You could say the PD today may not be the PD tomorrow, but yes, if you know who the PD is, if you have heard good feedback about the program director, if the program director is very involved with the residents and they feel a connect with the PD, I think it's a positive thing. Likewise, toxicity, we all hear about it, right? There are certain states, certain cities, New York, for example, some programs tend to be very, very toxic, a lot of scut work, a lot of busy work. So, yes, it does matter. So, keep that in mind that toxicity and the work environment also plays a role. What next? The next is the autonomy that you can get in a program. Now, this is a very tricky thing. Some people really want that autonomy, the responsibility from the word go. And most of these students, my students, are those who have done home country residency, very, very comfortable with clinical settings, and maybe they've been in the US before. So they are very comfortable. These people, if you are one of those people, I think you should go for the program if you feel that they give you enough autonomy. Now, there are other type of students, maybe recently out of med school, maybe matching after a gap, and you need more of hand holding. You may need more directions from your seniors, chief resident. So if that is the case, then you go for the program which has a more of a structure, more of a hand holding to guide you. So, but yes, it does matter quite a bit, right? The other thing which is important, and a lot of people miss it, is the family considerations. Remember, residency is very hard. You will, if you're moving with your family, you will want family support. You want to make sure your spouse is comfortable if he or she, for example, needs to work. If you have kids, small kids, middle school, elementary school, if they are going to school, then school district in this country matters. For example, some of the inner city schools are very bad. Here in Arizona, you have charter schools. So make that a priority. Family really is a priority if you are moving with your family and with your kids. That is an important consideration. What else? So some of the things that I did want to tell you don't really matter that much. So one is the city snows a lot, or it's too cold or too hot. Don't go for these kind of factors. They don't really mean anything. Does program ranking matter a lot? I would say yes and no. So if you're getting, a top university program, UConn, Rutgers, UPMC, Presby, of course it matters, and that is very obvious. But a lot of times, the doximity rankings can be old. So take it with a pinch of salt. Salary, I already discussed, don't worry too much about salary. Location, like I said, it shouldn't really matter whether it snows, whether it's hot, all of those things. Uh, the amenities that the programs give you, a nice cafeteria, maybe they give you a lunch coupon and all of that. Do they matter? I would say no, it doesn't really matter. These things are very minor when it comes to ranking. So overall, rank order list is one of the most important decisions in this phase of the match. I think you should all spend enough time, find out more about the program. I think that is important. The more you find out about the program, the better you'll be able to make a decision. And as I said, if you're a Sarthi student, you will have that tool that can help you. With that, if you have more questions and the factors that you should consider, put it in the comments, and I'll try to answer them as well. Good luck for your rank order list, and let us know if we can help.
Thank you so much for watching. We hope that video provided valuable insights for your journey. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And check out our website for details on how we can guide you to a successful match.